All right, Eric, what's going on, my friend? I thought it would be easier just to go over the the website in brief, and then maybe we could talk about it. So, um, first off, I would change this header. So usually you want to ask a question, or you want the header. This is where you get 90% of your bang for your buck. So, put a lot of thought in this, and also what I want you to focus on is this particular section of the website. This is called above the fold. I'm not super sure how familiar you are with that, but this needs to have some kind of call to action, some kind of reason for them to stick with it. Right now, your top line is a little bit confused. I don't think people necessarily know what you want them to do here, so they're going to start clicking around, which is not what you want. So I would put an opt-in form, a something that's going to get them. Okay, so let's work on your headline first. Where everyday moments become storybook moments. I think that's cute. That I would almost invert that, where you take this and put it up there. Let's see. I'm doing this the fresh, so I haven't really seen the website yet. I took a quick glance and figured, hey, why not just take a look. The life you live day to day will soon become the moments you fondly remember. Some days are. Okay, so that's not bad, but this learn again, like, what is the primary focus? Do you want them to book like a call with you? Do you want them to subscribe to an email? Do you want them to, like, where do you want them to go? Decide your end goal and then work backwards from there and have everything you go that you have up here point to that. Okay, so this can probably be a little bit tighter. Like, I from some of the photos, it looks like you do like pictures where you come into the home and you're doing just everyday photography stuff. So there's a little lack of clarity in, I think, what you're offering. So let's learn more. Philosophy. Okay. Let's see. Packages. So again, there's not a clear, with all these things, like, there's not a clear spot for me to, like, say, go here, talk to me, do this, right? Clear call to actions are super important. We can work on this page a little bit. So let's decorate your future with a vault of treasured photo books. Unless pricing is your primary offering, I would take this off, right? So unless you're like the cheapest or whatever, like, having your price point right there at the top is typically not a great way to, unless you're trying to filter people and say, this is, I don't want anyone who's not willing to book with me at this rate, or I need to, for various reasons, you could put that up there. But I would say, unless, like, that's not necessarily the thing I would want to have right at the top. Yeah, having it down here, great. Yeah, so okay, here's your email address. I missed this. So yeah, put this way at the top. I would have it almost persistent. So if you've ever been to a website, I don't know if you can do this with your software, but if you take this and you put it up at the top where it follows you around the website, that is a really good way of collecting emails, and it's less intrusive than the pop-ups. I think pop-ups are really effective. Some people hate them. Portfolio. This should just be, yeah. That's money. Okay, so keep that up. That's great. Okay. Come back to philosophy in a second. Get in touch. Okay, so is this where you want people, like, again, questioning yourself, where do I want people to go? Is this it, or is it somewhere else? And then blog. Unless you're posting regularly, just get rid of it, right? Unless you're doing content, what I would focus on, oh, actually, if you, this is a hard one. If you're posting regularly, or at least like once a week, then I'd say this is probably good. Um, it's a reason to email your people. It's a reason to have them come to your website. So yeah, I would actually keep this. I take that back. Keep this and post more regularly. Okay. Your philosophy page, like, it doesn't. I mean, let's see. Let's read it real quick. Chapters from childhood to family. Strip away the opposite. Yeah, this is money right here. This is good stuff. It tells me what you do. I love that. I tell your family and your partner's story. I tell you your family, your and your partner's story. I would just change this. I tell your family story. Yeah. because you're on your part, that just reads awkwardly. That'd be a simple change. I do this by spending between 3 and 5 hours out of your day. I would say I do this by spending. You don't need to have the specifics of time in here because again, you're just piquing their interest. I spend time with you and your family. I get to know your children and experience your world. Yeah, I would take that section out because that creates an objective. I don't have 3 hours. I don't have 5 hours. So I would take that section out. In return, you'll get a magazine of your life as it is right now. The pajama morning, the coffee, and Cheerios. This is really good. Break this up, right? So put this into more bullet points, like a really effective way. In return, you get a magazine of your life as it is right now, ellipses, and then create each of these into a new bullet. The pajama mornings, the coffee and Cheerios, that kind of thing. Session by session, this magazine will become an archive of little snippets from your life that preserve moments. I think I know what you're trying to say there, but I'm not sure it says much. Let's come back to that. Memories fade and fail us. Through the picture's worth 1,000 words. I would avoid that. That's cliche. That's too cliche. You want to get as close to being a cliche without actually saying the cliche. That's one of the main things you can do to make this better is glance against it, but don't actually say it. Though a picture's worth 1,000 words, they also say a story's worth 1,000 pictures. See if it doesn't give you a magazine photos. We help you write the magazine articles that tell your family. Oh, that's cute. Wait, this is way cooler. So you should. Okay, one thing I want to see from this, we help you write the magazine articles that tell you. That's a really, really cool thing. That is so unique. Like, dude, that needs to be at the top. Like, this needs. I had no idea you weren't just doing photos. So you spend a day with people, you create a magazine, and you write articles about the day. That is really cool. Like, that should be way more prominent than it is right now. Because right now I don't get any of that from this, like from your landing page, right? And this is where most people are going to spend their time, right? So, a couple quick things. Put that philosophy component of making the magazine, that's your product, right? That's the central thing you want people to have, is they walk away with a snapshot, a magazine, a time article effectively of their life. That's incredible. Like, focus on that. Make that sound way cooler, right? And put that here, and then have your name and email address here. So and something enticing, a reason for them to reach out, right? You could even come up with something like, instead of saying where everyday moments become storybook moments, something about the magazine. Like I'm not super creative right now, but something about that would be hot right here. Okay. I think this will give us a good starting point, but I think you have something really cool and unique. You just need to refine what it is, so that you get the actual unique proposition you have for the people right up front. All right, man. Let me know. Listen to this, make some edits, ask questions. We'll go from there. Later.